Hello, I'm Ninja Greg, and you're watching the Ninja Greg Show. I hope you had a happy Valentine's Day, and because it's still February, the month of love and all that, it's time for another love-related review. Now, you're probably curious about how I get the material for my reviews. Well, that's because of my Netflix account. And no, that's not an endorsement. Whenever I need ideas for a review, I often peruse Netflix, either their DVD section or their instant library, and just pick out stuff that I think would make for a good episode. And that's how I came across today's subject, and it's really appropriate because, well, February, Valentine's Day, and all that good stuff. Monster High, Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love? Okay, so what's the general synopsis? Well, it's Valentine's Day, which is also the birthday of one of the main characters of Monster High, Draculara, the daughter of Dracula. And it's her sweet 1600 or something like that. So all of her friends are getting together to throw her just the biggest blowout they can possibly imagine, and all the while she's getting approached by an ex-boyfriend and her current boyfriend, ironically enough a werewolf. Last time I checked, vampires and werewolves did not get along very well. But whatever. Now, what are some of the positives of this movie? Well, honestly, this movie really surprised me. I, honest to God, expected to completely hate this one. I thought it was going to be real cutesily pandering and overly girly and all that. And it is sometimes, but it doesn't bombard you with it. It's not completely in your face that this is clearly something meant for girls and girls who are a fan of the particular toy line. But it does have some genuinely funny moments. I mean, there were a couple of times when it did genuinely make me laugh. And the animation's okay. The dialogue, while a little bit corny at times, it was alright. But and the story did seem to flow pretty well and gave us a little backstory and kind of expanded on the characters a little bit beyond probably what you get in their. I don't even know if they have character descriptions on the back of their boxes or whatever, but it's okay. I mean, yeah, I don't. I'm not in any rush to buy the DVD or anything, but I certainly got some amusement out of it. And yeah, if you have a little sister or a daughter or a niece or whoever, or a little girl who's into Monster High, they'll definitely like this. And yeah, it's pretty silly, stupid, and corny sometimes, but it's not bad. I mean, doesn't feel like a complete slog to get through. And besides, it's not even that long. It's kind of short, actually, about an hour. That's less than the length of most major motion pictures, and this really isn't that. I mean, it's a movie designed to promote Mattel products. What? Of course, it's not going to be feature length. Now, I do have some negative things to say about it, and the characters all feel done to death. You've seen these characters a million times before, like Cleo Denial, who's the Valley girl who's really into her looks and kind of full of herself. You've got some kind of weird zombie ghoul girl named Ghoulia, I think her name was. And she's a science nerd, but interestingly enough, she doesn't use a lot of techno or science babble. She actually talks like a zombie or something. Does kind of a lot of grunts and groans. Seriously, that's her dialogue. But they show her personality through her interactions and what she does rather than how she talks. That's a good take on a character, I think. Don't have them just kind of tell what kind of character they are through a lot of heavy dialogue. Just kind of show. A good example of show don't tell, I think. And another one of the main characters in the movie who was kind of hard for me to pin down what her accent was Draculaura's best friend, Claudine Wolfe, a daughter of the Wolfman, Larry Talbot, I assume, because that the first wave of these toys was based on the Universal Classic monsters. And her accent, I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be Latina, black, or Southern, although there is another character who's clearly Southern. Operetta, the daughter of the Phantom of the Opera, so I guess they're trying to make her into a country singer, even though the Phantom of the Opera was French, whatever. But yeah, it's a little corny, and it's got all the typical high school sitcom cliches you would expect from shows like that. And it feels kind of kind of rushed. I mean, it's not kind of well paced. I mean, the movie starts with a sequence very similar to the opening sequence of Tales from the Crypt, where you're just going through this point of view perspective, going through the schools, all the different rooms in the schools, and then the movie begins. It begins with a dream, granted, and then you just kind of have Frankie Stein, the daughter of the Frankenstein monster, kind of narrating the whole thing, and it's a little bit jarring because when I started watching it, I was like, "Whoa, hello, okay, I guess this is starting. No title sequence or anything." But yeah, then they do it after this really stupidly done dream sequence. Apparently, Dracula is a vegetarian vampire and she drinks tomato juice. Jeez, and I thought Twilight was the worst thing to happen to vampires. But yeah, like I said, this movie is corny, certainly, silly at times, stupid at times. Um, oh, they play a little fast and loose with history too about how Valentine's Day got started because apparently it was created by Draculaura's ex-boyfriend named Valentine, who created the holiday in honor of her, and it just happens to fall on her birthday. Ugh, whatever. Aside from that butt rape of history, it's not that bad. Like I said, it's pretty harmless, but would I say that this is an absolute must buy for any DVD collection? Oh, hell no. But like I said, it would probably make a good gift for that girl in your family who is a Monster High fan. And yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I'll probably review more of these in the future because this one was kind of okay. I'll probably take a look at the rest of them later on, but yeah, I came into this expecting to completely hate it, and I don't actually hate it. I think it's just alright. Anyways, I'm Ninja Greg. You've been watching the Ninja Greg Show, and don't forget to put what you thought in the comments down below. And if you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more videos like it, then give it a subscribe. And I'll see you next time.